really sure, but I'm pretty sure Brookie hooked herself a shark because it hasn't jumped yet.
Hey, probably a tarpon.
You think?
It might be foul hook because when you foul hook them, they don't jump, or not as much at least. I feel like a shark would have broke it by now.
All right, guys, we are out here on the beach fishing the glass minnow run, and there are glass minnows up and down the beach. There's a ton of ladyfish, jacks, mackerel, bluefish eating all the minnows, and there's some tarpons that keep coming in and out. They've been out pretty far, too far for us to cast to. And I just hooked something, and it ran out pretty far and kind of stopped. I don't know if I hooked a tarpon or if I hooked a shark. It hasn't jumped yet. Normally when you hook a tarpon, they jump right away. But I might have foul hooked them, so I don't really know what's going on yet. But pretty exciting.
Oh, Brookie.
What? I'm just waiting to see if it's gonna jump so I can know if it's a shark or a tarpon.
I'm probably gonna go south.
Well, it's been kicking my butt. And at this point, it's basically whoever gets tired first, which I'm tired, but I think it's him. He's finally coming in. Still haven't seen it. Still don't know if it's a tarpon that just hasn't jumped or if it's gonna be a shark. Very, very weird. In that wave, did you see that?
I think the swells are messing with you.
They're like surfing in the swell. I don't know what happened.
Well, he doesn't want to be in that shallow water.
He's right there. He's inside that swell right there, right there. Kicking my freaking butt, I'll tell you what. It's in the trough.
Shark?
Shark. Well, I finally just saw it. We didn't think it was a tarpon because it never jumped, but we were thinking possibly it foul hooked it, and sometimes they don't jump when it's foul hooked. But he's finally almost up on the beach right there. It's a shark. Taking the shark for a walk, bro? Taking my shark for a walk. There you go, Ricky!
Snagged in the pectin, that's why.
Snagged him in the pectin. Careful.
That's what the box so hard for you. You hooked them right in the pectin. So every time Brookie tried to turn that fish, when it's hooked in the pectin right there, those sharks have these big fins. You can't turn his head. So you're pulling him backwards, which is like the worst advantage to have on a fish. But Brookie, you did a good job, babe. You did real good. That thing took some line.
We've caught a bunch of sharks on the beach. If you guys have first started watching Victor's channel, we did a lot of beach shark fishing. And when we're shark fishing on the beach, usually we're using a lot heavier duty, gear. Where we're trying to catch tarpons, we're using spinner gear, which it's always fun to catch a shark on spinning gear, but not when you hook them in the pec fin. That's what makes it hard because you have no leverage, like Victor was saying, and it was hard to tire him out, and he definitely tired me out. It definitely kicked my butt, but that was fun. So hopefully we can catch a tarpon and land a tarpon on the beach like we're trying to catch, but a shark's always fun too. Big female blacktip shark. And I got my lure back. We unhooked him, released him safely. He swam away strong. Pretty cool. Alright guys, so we have been going from beach to beach looking for fish, and oh, they just got their fish in. Go, Vic, go!
That's a big one, Dad.
That fish is huge!
That is sick. Here, let's get Brook to get a good picture. Here, I'll hand this off now. Thank you.
Nice! Good job! That thing's huge!
Alright.
I'll revive him.
So Joey's releasing him and we're getting it all in the drone, which is the coolest thing. That's a big fish. That's a 100+ pound fish.
Well, he's
And-
reviving it.
Yeah, he's reviving it. Because those big fish, they use all their energy, so Joey does a really good job of reviving them. He's probably caught more tarpon up here than anyone I know. And to think that was his dad's first cast. That was the incredible part.
Saying before I saw Joey's dad got his fish to the beach was Joey called Victor and said that his dad hooked up on a beach and the tarpon were going crazy. When we first got here, the tarpon were going crazy and his dad just landed his fish. So awesome. And there's a crazy sandbar, which one makes fishing kind of hard because you have to walk out on the sandbar to cast far enough to reach to the fish. But it also makes it cool to be able to hold the fish in shallow water, to release it and revive it and not have to put too much stress on the fish trying to unhook it. And you know, you can't bring tarpon onto the beach, so the sandbar kind of makes it cool for that aspect. Nice job!
That was the first cast?
What?
It was the first
I heard. Good job,
That was
guys.
sick. Biggest tarpon for him. Not for me, I've caught way, way bigger.
Oh, okay.
Joey, you came a long way from when you used to chase me down the beach and start screaming, "Daddy, stop! You're going too fast!"
How long did you fight it for?
45 minutes?
Probably like that, like definitely over
45
30.
to an hour.
I'd say 30 to 45.
That was for sure the biggest tarpon I've ever seen landed on the beach.
That was a good one.
awesome, yeah. All right, so if you guys don't know who that is Joey Antonelli. He also has a YouTube channel, and I think we're gonna probably put the cameras down and try to fish a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And there is a ton of sharks in the shore break, so you want to be able to walk out further to be able to cast easier, but there's a ton of sharks. So,
Yeah.
like I caught my shark earlier literally right on the shore break, like right close to the beach, kind of scary, so you don't really want to be walking out there when there's a bunch of sharks.
And they're in a feeding frenzy.
And they're feeding.
And the water's murky.
Right, and there's a feeding frenzy. So make sure you guys check out Joey. He'll have his whole dad's fight on his channel, Joey Antonelli. Well, that's what we were going for, a big tarpon like that. That was the biggest tarpon I've ever seen landed on the beach. I know they get bigger. Joey even said he's caught bigger, but personally, that's the biggest I've ever seen, and that thing was huge, so freaking awesome. Joey revived it, had a perfect release. He swam away strong. For us on the tarpon, but someone else hooked one right by us, and Joey is going out to land the tarpon right now.
That's his first tarpon.
First tarpon?
Oh yeah, first beach tarpon at
There
least.
you go, good job.
Oh yeah.